So here we're looking at a pencil expander, very similar to our initial video about the pencil expander, except this one's got a neat feature associated with it in that it changes the HTML background image. So we refer to these as wallpaper ads, and these are really fun. Advertisers love them, and they're becoming really popular. You'll notice, unlike the other pencil expander video, this one doesn't push the content. This is what's kind of neat about the Impact Engine system is we can set this up really easy to either push the content or float. They do come with defaults. This particular ad has a default to float and not push, like the other one. So let's go ahead and look at the ad script here. It's not a lot of HTML, but here's the ad script. This is a script that one would get out of the Impact Engine system. This is essentially where the server tag will go. And you'll notice that it is nested inside of a div, so it does have a parent div. And the reason for that is in order to get the proper behaviors, especially for expanders that push, it's really important to know the right place in the HTML page where to put this. Now, because this ad is floating and not pushing, it's not as important, but what's neat is once you set up the pencil expander position in your ad server, you don't need to worry about setting up one for pushing and one for floating. They both can go in the same location. Well, it's just one position actually. There is no both. And you set it depending on the ad that you get out of Impact Engine. Now, like I said before, the default for this one is set to float, but you can change it to push. It's really easy. You just get your ad script. There's a place in there to change that to push. The default justification of this one is left as well. But you can also change that in the Impact Engine system. Now, this ad works just like the other one in that it just expands the height of an HTML div. So you have a Flash movie, it's inside of an HTML div, the div expands, and then you see, the design in the ad, and when the ad collapses, it's the reverse. So just the ad closes and then the div closes. And then the way the wallpaper effect works is essentially the ad writes out to the HTML background image, and that image is chosen again in the Impact Engine system. And there's a variety of settings for you can tile it, or you can center tile from the center, tile from the left. Anyway, it supports all of the HTML attributes for the justification and the tiling of that image. So you can have some fun depending on the layout of the site. It can be quite a compelling sell to an advertiser. This ad does follow the IAB polite standards when loading data and content, and by default this unit waits for the HTML onload event before rendering, before loading and rendering. So essentially that's it. It's an easy unit to deploy out. Maybe put it on a test page off-site somewhere so you can get it right and get it exactly the way you want. Especially with the wallpaper effect, that might take some trial and error depending on the layout of the site. But once you get it down, like I said, it's a pretty compelling experience and advertisers love it. So have fun.